Hello from Magical McKinney. I'm Danny.
And I'm Patty.
They were thrifters before thrifting was cool. The hunt for treasures at Goodwill. It was the 1960s, a time of tie-dye, Beatlemania, and families piling into station wagons for weekend adventures. But for one young couple with 4 boisterous kids, adventure didn't mean a cross-country trip. Oh no, it meant a treasure hunt at the Goodwill store at the big city 30 miles up the road.
Meet my family. This is Mom and Dad, me and my brothers. It was the late 1950s, 1960s, and most families were piling into their station wagon, going for adventures on the weekend. But no, we went to the Goodwill store. Mom and Dad were on a treasure hunt. They were adventurers and they were looking for silver and gold. Mom could spot a piece of silver flatware like a fork or spoon from across the room, and Daddy was really good at picking up jewelry and examining it and figuring out how much it was worth just by looking at it. And they were really good at looking for sterling silver and the occasional pieces of gold.
And Patty, how did they manage to find these treasures? I know back in the 60s, Goodwill didn't have the internet and all that stuff.
That's right. Yeah, the Goodwill stores and the other thrift stores in the big city were gold mines. They really didn't have the time or the opportunity to figure out what things were worth, and so any little knick-knack or piece of jewelry, unless it was just labeled this is a valuable piece of jewelry or silver, they would just put it on the shelves and sell it. So that's where Mom and Dad let us run around the stores, probably driving people crazy, but they would zero in on pieces of silver, pieces of gold, all kinds of jewelry. I'm sure they found lots of precious stones and things like that.
Yeah, I know back then Goodwill or any of the thrift stores, of course, didn't have internet or anything like that to check the value of.
Yeah.
I can remember at your mom and dad's house, they always had these antique books laying around that they looked to see and check the value of the different things.
Yeah.
So from rings and necklaces to knickknacks and dinner servingware, they collected it all. The couple had a sixth sense for silver, and they loved the thrill of the hunt. And let's not forget the investment potential. Your mom would often say, one day these silver spoons will be worth their weight in gold. A bold statement, but hey, with 4 kids, any future investment sounded like a good idea. And guess what, Patty? Tell us about the day the treasure hunt really paid off.
Well, this day, my youngest brother was a young teenager at the time, and he was tall and lanky, and he was just accompanied them to the Goodwill store and was following Daddy around the store. And all of a sudden, my dad stopped, and he spotted something on a tall shelf and kind of in the back of the shelf. And he said, "Son, reach over there with your long arms and grab that bowl for me." And what he had spotted was a glass bowl. It was filled with dirt and had a plastic flower stuck in the middle of it, sitting there just as pretty as could be. And so my brother grabbed it for him, and Dad examined it and turned it over, and his eyes got wider, and he saw this insignia on the bottom that said Tiffany. So he could not get over to the counter fast enough to pay the 50 cents for that Tiffany bowl. And my brother said that he had never seen Dad dance so fast out the front door as he did that day, with the biggest grin on his face.
I could just see him running out the door. So if you think it's not possible to find treasures like this nowadays, take a look at these 5 bows that have sold on eBay in the last 90 days. Some of them are worth thousands of dollars. Number 1 is a Tiffany blue iridescent bowl, and it's signed, and it sold for $800. The second one is a Pyrex set of 4 Amish orange pumpkin bowls. They listed for $1,100, but I think they took the best offer. The third one is a Pyrex pink set of bowls for, I called them pink gold flake, and they sold for $1,499. The fourth I can't talk. The fourth piece was a green color quality, considered the gold standard for the identification of glass from the brilliant period of the American cut glass. It sold for $1,850. And number 5 is a rare vintage Pyrex 2-quart baking dish, milk glass, blue aqua clouds with stars. Very unusual and hard to find. It sold on auction for $5,700. That's crazy. So if you're over 50 like we are, you can remember Pyrex dishes around the house. I can remember my mother and grandmother having yellow and pink
and blue.
Yeah, Pyrex dishes around the house and in the kitchen. So keep your eye out for them. And so the exciting couple hunted, collected, and stored these treasures not just for immediate satisfaction, but as a legacy for their children. Little did they know they were part of a movement that would grow and evolve, turning thrifting into a beloved hobby and successful business we know today. So stay tuned for future videos that depicts more of the history of the wonderful finds of the past with the thrifting family of the 60s, and beyond how it evolved from humble beginnings into the treasure hunt we all love. Thanks for watching our channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, 54 years and counting, for an opportunity to win 30 silver rings in our giveaway when we reach 100 subscribers. We really appreciate your interest in our channel. So remember, you're never too old
To learn something new.
Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.